Hello everyone, this is Shatrupa and today we are going to look into some of the TCS new patterns sentence completion question. But before we move ahead to that, we are starting a new batch on CampusMonk. So do please check out the description link if you want to enroll and let's get started with the video. All right. So this is the new pattern that we see. So it has basically verbal ability question of 25, like 25 question in total, and duration for all 25 question is like around 26 minutes. All right. So talking about just this section, that is sentence completion, that is section A, you will have 20 question for 25 seconds each. Okay. So each question will be of 25 seconds. All right. So if I look into the rules, the first rule is you will have definitely 20 questions, 25 seconds per question. Okay, so do not panic. So for one question you will get 25 seconds, and it won't be difficult question. We'll just try it out in this video and we'll see how the questions are. Now questions can be of different things. Now since you are asked to only type it in, right, there won't be any option. No options will be given. No options. Okay. So when you type in the answers, whatever the answer is, it can belong to verb, it can belong to adjective, it can belong to article, it can belong to any normal word. Okay. Like you just need to fill it in. Just need to put it in. Make sure you have the correct spelling. Okay. Make sure if they are anything like adjective, tense, or article, it is the correct grammar. Okay. So we are going to see that. Okay. But there is like it may or may not be of multiple blanks, so it completely depends. Okay. So at least one blank will be there, but in this video we'll also see for more than one blank, so we know exactly how to fill in and what to fit in. And if they are multiple blanks, then most of the times it will be from an article or an adjective or something like that. Okay. It won't be on like you have to fill in a word to make that sentence complete. Okay. So it will be some small things if you have multiple blanks. All right. So we'll see all of it. Okay. So the thumb rule of this video is I'm going to give you 25 seconds for each question, and you're going to solve that on your own and then you're going to move ahead. Okay. Or if you need more time, then pause the video, but definitely do try it on your own first before we hop on to the solution. All right. So this is the, sorry about the numbering, question number one. Okay. So you can just try this out. So what is the question saying? Read the question. Your 25 seconds starts now and give it a try. Okay. So it says the committee will dash the proposal before making a final decision. Now, if a decision has to be made about a proposal, right, and it is formal, why? Because a committee is going to make a decision. Then what will you do? That proposal has to be reviewed, right? So we'll review, we'll analyze the proposal whether it is correct or not, we'll examine it. So it either you can say review or will examine the proposal, you can say examine as well. Okay, either of the two will work. Okay, but it cannot be two words, it has to be just one word per blank. Okay, here it's missing, but remember there's one rule, it has to be just one word per blank. Okay, so it has to be review or examine. All right, moving to the next question. Your 25 seconds have started. Give this question a try. Okay, the employees were asked to dash the new software within a week. Okay, so whenever it comes in terms of software or something like that, the common word that we get to is install. Okay, otherwise there is one more word that you can think about, it is learn. Okay, but it's okay, even if you write install you will get correct marks. If you write learn also, you will get the full marks. Okay, so employees were asked to install this new software within a week, or the employees were asked to learn the new software within a week. Okay, either of them. Next question. Give this a try. Your 25 seconds have started. The government plans to dash strict rules to reduce air pollution. So if they have to reduce air pollution, then strict rules has to be either enforced or it has to be implement. Okay, either they have to enforce that particular rule, they have to bring that into immediate effect, or they have to implement. So you can say the government plans to enforce strict rules to reduce air pollution, or the government plans to implement strict rules to reduce air pollution. Okay, whatever you think suits better. Next question. Your 25 seconds have started. Give this a try. Okay. It says the principal asked all students to dash the assembly hall immediately. Now, the principal asked these students, that means these students were already present in the assembly hall. Correct. So, if they are already present, then they cannot gather in the assembly hall. They have to empty it. Okay. So, you will say evac because there is an urgency. So, that is why it won't be empty, it would be evacuate. The principal asked all students to evacuate the assembly hall immediately. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. The technician was called to dash the faulty wiring in the office building. So, if there is a faulty wiring and a technician is called, why will he come to repair? Right? The technician was called to repair the faulty wiring in the office building. Alright, moving to the next question. Your 25 seconds have started. Give it a try. Okay. The HR manager will dash the shortlisted candidates for the second round. Okay. So, what? Will send an email or do a call. So, what is that? That is a mode of contact. So, will contact or even you can say notify. The HR manager will contact the shortlisted candidates for second round, or HR manager will notify the shortlisted candidates for the second round. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. So it says the athlete had to dash from the competition due to knee injury. Okay. So since there is a knee injury, that means this athlete cannot participate, right? So he had to what? He had to withdraw. Okay. He had to withdraw from the competition due to a knee injury. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. The company decided to dash its headquarters to a larger city. Okay. Company decided to either move or relocate. Okay. Company decided to move its headquarters to a larger city, or company decided to relocate its headquarters to a larger city. All right. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. All right. The lawyer advised her client not to dash any statement without legal counsel. So, when the lawyer is telling you not to dash any statement without a legal counsel, do not what? Do not make. Okay, do not make, not to make any statement without a legal counsel. All right, the lawyer advised her client not to make any legal statement without not to make any statement without legal counsel. Okay, moving to the next question. Give this question a try. All right, the volunteers worked to dash food packets to flood affected families. So, if there are volunteers and there is flood and there is food packets, then what is the word? Distribute. Correct. Distribute. So the volunteers worked to distribute food packets to flood affected families. All right. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. The teacher reminded the students to dash their assignment on time. If teacher is reminding their student something related to assignment, then that is submit. Okay. The teacher reminded the students to submit their assignment on time. Okay. Now, moving to the next question, you see there are two blanks, but each blank will have exactly one word. Okay, you cannot have more than one word, exactly one word in both the blanks. Okay, so read this question. Okay, she applied for dash job. This looks like an article, a job at dash well-known software company, at a well-known software company in Bangalore. Okay, moving to the next one. Now this one has three, but this also takes exactly one word each. Okay, so give this question a try. Okay. Dash engineer who designed. So if engineer, like we are particularly talking about one engineer, so this will be the engineer who designed dash bridge. A bridge? No. If we are talking about a particular thing, then this is also the bridge. Received what comes before a an received an award for excellence. All right. So I guess from here on, whatever questions you will see, they are all related to article, but this is just for your practice purpose. We have already seen the verb, adjective, and the word, how we can fill it up for like 12 questions. Now, 7 questions, we are going to have a look at the articles. Okay. So let's move on to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. He spent dash hour. He spent before hour, we always have an. He spent an hour preparing for dash interview that changed his career. Now that changed his career, that means this is one specific interview, correct? So what will it become? It will become the interview that changed his career. Okay, moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Dash manager called dash urgent meeting. So this is basically one particular manager would have called, right? This is a proper noun. So the manager called an urgent, starting with you, right? To discuss dash new project deadline. Now new project will again be a particular project. So the the manager called an urgent meeting to discuss the new project deadline. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this a try. Okay. Now, this is a very basic blank that is given. Before honest, we always use an, right? An honest employee is always valued more than a dishonest one. Okay? An honest employee is always valued more than a dishonest one. All right? Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. They found dash error. They found an error, right? That's starting with E. In dash report, one particular report. So the report. They found an error in the report submitted dash day before. Submitted the day before, like specific day, right? The day before. Okay. So they found an error in the report submitted the day before. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this question a try. Okay. She bought dash umbrella, an umbrella, because dash weather forecast, the weather forecast, predicted dash heavy storm, a heavy storm. Okay. Why the forecast? Because that was one particular weather forecast. Okay. And a heavy storm. So she bought an umbrella because the weather forecast predicted a heavy storm. Okay. Moving to the next question. Give this a try. Okay. Dash team leader. Particular team leader. So it will be the team leader announced that dash office, one particular office. So the, right, will remain closed on dash upcoming Monday. That means it is a targeted Monday it will be closed. So again, the team leader announced that the office will remain closed on the upcoming Monday. All right. I hope that you have understood all these questions. So these questions are not only just from the point of view of new pattern with TCS, but these questions can come in any online assessment. But we are mostly targeting TCS over here, right? So only one way you can do this is to practice writing meaningful one-word answers, which is clear, has meaning, does not change the meaning of the sentence, and is correct grammatically and by spelling. Okay. So this is one thing. The other thing is definitely we're running a new batch with Campus Monk. So if you want to get yourselves enrolled, check the description below. You'll have the app link. Go there, enroll yourself. We are having classes every week. And definitely you have nothing to lose but learn more from teachers who are directly connecting with you. And I hope you get through these online tests. I will see you in the next one. Until then, thank you and keep learning.